can't say good morning. It's literally 12:22. Good brunch. I keep thinking, okay, no, gotta do this, here, there. I'm eating. It's my first meal of the day, and I'm eating. It's Wednesday. How are y'all? Y'all good? You having a good day so far? Having a good night? Whenever you're watching this, listen, honey, make sure you get some breakfast. Even if you woke up at noon, get you some breakfast, okay? My name is Lee. Welcome to my channel. I'm a spiritual wellness coach. And today is Wellness Wednesday. The dance, yeah. There's more where that came from. Today we are munching on some turkey, yellow squash, and onion scramble with some tomatoes. It's gonna be on my Instagram. Some tomatoes, some tangerines, and half of I had a whole piece of toast. This is my weakness. I'm not worrying about calories. I'm not worrying about too many carbs. I'm not worrying about any of that stuff. I'm focusing on, you know what? I have PCOS. For those who don't know what PCOS is, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which affects 1 in 3 women in the US. I don't know if that's international, but it's 1 in 3 women. And, and I'm sipping spearmint tea, or peppermint tea, one of the two, can't remember. I don't even know what the real difference is. Spearmint and peppermint. Anyway. I have been on this PCOS journey ever since I had my first cycle, which was 4th grade. I was 12 or so. Anyway. The symptoms started popping up. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is an imbalance of your hormones. One of the leading causes of infertility in women. You can develop cysts on your ovaries, which are extremely painful. I thank the Lord I only had cysts in my younger periods of life. And you can see it's like big balloons. I don't have them now. I did meet a woman and her cysts would erupt. Yeah. It's not fun. It sucks. I'm just gonna put it plainly. It throws everything off balance. You infertility, lack of periods, increase of periods, hair growth, hair loss. Oh, Lord, please excuse me. Go away. Excuse me, that's why I need to drink something hot. And slow down and breathe. Because there's a lot, and really on a biological, chemical level, your body is out of whack in so many ways. You're imbalanced, your hormones are imbalanced, you have your progesterone levels are out of balance, your testosterone levels are out of balance, your vitamins are off balance, your nutrients, your blood cells, your weight, so much can be out of balance, and there's also no definitive test to say you have PCOS. There's no definitive anything to say, okay, it's more okay, you have these symptoms, it's been going on for this time, yeah, you probably have this. Why that's so irritating is because when you're young and you're growing a beard and you're being picked on and you don't know what the heck's going on and your doctor doesn't know what's going on, what do you do? What do you do but sink into depression? What do you do but feel not good enough? What do you do but feel like you just want to curl up in a ball and stay there? You know what I'm saying? Like, but you can't. Life goes on, and you have to find a balance. So one of the balances that I have realized, and that I have been told constantly by my doctors, all of my research, diet, exercise, cutting off carbs, spearmint tea, medications, exercise. Did I say that? Drinking more water. What has worked for me? Smoking weed, exercising, cutting back on the carbs, not beating myself up so much, being kind to my mind, my body, and my spirit, and realizing that, you know what, there's stuff that's out of my control, and I still have to do my best to be my best. And sometimes I do good, sometimes I don't do so good. This morning I feel really confident and good because I'm like, okay, cool. I've rested for the past couple of days. I've vegged out. Even though I'm worried about the things of life, I am so thankful for these past couple of days to just not hit the ground running and just kind of pause and say, you know what? Yes, I'm a little concerned about money. When I say I'm concerned about money, I'm concerned about money, okay? I do have a job, but it's not gonna cut it. And I have 2 interviews scheduled. I have things like this channel and the workshops and the projects that I want to do, but to take a step back, focusing on PCOS, focusing on the fact that I was unrecognizable a couple years ago. I don't even think I would have been able to have this conversation. I've had this conversation, but to really recognize for myself, like, man, I'm the same person that tried to kill myself 2 years ago. I'm the same person that, was seeing stuff and ended up in a psychiatric center twice. I'm someone who has constantly been dealing with low self-esteem and that internal voice of I'm not enough. And to be sitting here in my own home, in my own apartment, rent's paid, I have a job, I'm moving forward, I just am so thankful and grateful that I didn't give up on myself. And that's the purpose of my channel. My channel is to help encourage people. I don't want people to give up on themselves. I don't want people to feel like how I felt. I don't want people to look in the mirror and avoid looking in the mirror because of what somebody said about them. And I did that for a very long time. I was bullied horribly, and giving myself permission to be kind to the person because I don't know what they were going through and being kind to myself. I'm not saying that it's okay, but I'm saying that I'm letting it go in my own way, shape, or form. I'm building the life of my dreams, even because of all of the things that I've come through, because of all of the steps that I've taken in life, because of all of the mistakes I've made. I've been able to make better decisions for myself. So, if I can give any tips to anyone on your PCOS journey, don't beat yourself up about that slice of pizza. Don't beat yourself up about that bowl of cereal. Don't beat yourself up about the Chinese food. Don't beat yourself up about the ice cream. Don't beat yourself up about the little peach fuzz and the hair is the excessive hair. All right, you lost a pound just to gain. Don't go down that horrible rabbit hole of self-doubt, shame, and guilt, because you just have no idea, unless you just went to the doctor and you know all your levels. And even if you do know all your levels, it's so hard. Society, the world, your family, your friends, everything, even you want you to be different. Even you want you to feel differently. And you have to accept the fact that your body and your mind and your spirit is here right now. You're out of whack. You feel like you're zooming. You feel like you're constantly having to push down your emotions. You feel like your emotions are overflowing. You feel like, you don't know how you're feeling. Give space for that. Give space for that, because you're going through a lot right now. And you know what? Good days start with gratitude. Constantly reminding myself of that. Like, okay, pause. You know what? Yeah, it's really hard. Yeah, it's hard. But I'm still doing it. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to pay rent tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to have enough gas in the car. I don't know if I'm going to have enough food. But you know what? I have enough food right now. Alright. I ate Chinese food a couple days ago, whatever. When there was a lot of Chinese food, and then I bloated up because it was carbs and stuff, and I was like, alright, you know what? I really wanted it. I was craving it. Release it. Oh, you're beating yourself up about the money. Look, you'll make more money. I didn't do so good yesterday, but I'm doing a little better today. Give yourself permission to chill out. Give yourself permission to, like, not be okay. You know what? Cry. Cry. Lay down in bed and say, you know, I'm not able to do this today. Oh, you just don't want to. You know what? That's a valid reason. Because you don't want to is a valid reason. You don't have to participate in it. You don't have to explain it to yourself. That little voice in the back of your head that's saying you gotta do. Yeah, I ate some sugar. Okay. It's part of my process of being kind to myself, and yeah, I got a little pudge belly. And I'm still beautiful. I'm still enough. Never stop being enough. Okay? You really need to be your biggest fan on this PCOS journey. Please be your biggest fan. Please be your biggest cheerleader. Please be your biggest support, because before you even get out your house, something's coming for you. Shift your mindset to thinking, okay, you know what? Let me look up different recipes. Let me make a little healthier version of the food that I really like, you know? I didn't use so much butter in this. You know, I love cooking, but I can work on my portions. I can snack throughout the day. I can do other things. I'm hungry. I just wanted to share that. As a spiritual wellness coach, recognizing the journey and recognizing that if I really want to be the person I'm dreaming of, and I really want to help people get out of that dark night of the soul, get out of those toxic thought processes, those toxic situations, those toxic environments, those toxic relationships, even the toxic relationships that we have with ourselves. Releasing all of that no longer serves us, so we can make space for all of the good things that are happening, that are moving us forward. When you really stop and take a pause and you're grateful, you recognize, oh my goodness, I have so much more than I thought. There's so much more room, in my life where I can be kind to myself. You please have to excuse me for I eat fast and I move around and there's still room for improvement. But acknowledging how far you've come. Oh, I love this. This is another quote. I love having my affirmations just posted on everything. Sometimes good things fall apart, so better things can fall together. I'm a strong believer in this. As much as I want to kind of do the myself, because I am bad habits die hard. If I love myself, why am I beating myself up? If I really want someone to love me, how am I teaching them that I want to be loved? Am I teaching them that I like to be 10 rounds? I like being punched? No, I don't like being punched. I don't like being punched. I don't like being hit or scratched or spit on. So why am I doing that to myself psychologically? It makes it a lot easier for people to come into your life and to do that to you if you're doing it to yourself. If you're not doing that to yourself, it makes it really difficult for people to do it to you. I want to leave you with a thought. I invite you to look at the rest of your week and ask yourself a question. Is there a smarter way to do this? Is there a smarter way to work on this spiritual journey? Is there a smarter way to save money? Is there a smarter way to do my job for everybody else and myself? Is there a smarter way? Is there a way I don't have to feel like I gotta do all this on my own? Is there a smarter way for me to live my life, the best version of my life, so I'm not cutting off pieces of myself and leaving pieces of me behind and hoping that, or trying to fit for something else, or trying to eventually get to the point where I'm good enough, or eventually, I can get some rest? Or is there a smarter way to do it? Whatever it is. Is there a smarter way to take out the trash? Is there a smarter way to date? Is there a smarter way to cook? Is there a smarter way to save on bills? Is there a smarter way to take over the world? Whatever it is that you've got going on, the ideas that you have, your dreams, how can you achieve them without sacrificing yourself or beating yourself down or feeling like you can't express how you really feel? Is there a smarter way to go through this thing called life and be balanced? I really appreciate you guys. I hope that you got some good vibes from this and you feel encouraged for this week. I hope that you feel more encouraged on your PCOS journey, your spiritual wellness journey. And for more tips and support, if you like this content, please let me know. Please like, share, and subscribe. Share with your friends, your families, your folks, all your cousin and them. I appreciate you. You are loved. You are supported. You are more than enough. And I will see you on the next one.